Today I thought I'd share the makeup look I have been wearing so often. I've been wearing it on an everyday basis, and then I wore this to Thanksgiving lunch at my parents' house, and I'll probably wear it again for Christmas dinner. It's very neutral and natural, and the only real glamorous thing is the eyeliner. It's a very smudgy winged look. So I already got started with a few things, so let me run through that. I'm not having the best skin day, and originally I was gonna put on a real heavy coverage foundation, but my only plan for today is going out to lunch with a friend. So instead, I reached for an old standby, and this is the Super Plus BB Cream, and this is the VIP Gold Edition. So I have that all over, and then on my blemishes and just a tiny bit underneath my eyes, I used the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Vanilla. And then I did my regular eyebrow routine. So before I start with the eyes, I'm going to add a cream blush. And this is the Butter London Cheeky Cream Blush in Naughty Biscuit, which is such a beautiful rosy neutral shade. So I like to take it on with my finger and tap it where I want it to go, kind of starting back on my cheekbones and then slowly bringing it towards the apples of my cheeks. And then once I have it placed where I want it, I'm going to buff it in with the Real Techniques. This is the stipple brush, and just lightly, hardly putting any pressure, and just blend it in on my cheeks. To set all of my face makeup, I'm going to use the NARS Light Reflecting Setting Powder, and I have the pressed version, and this is called Translucent Crystal. I'm going to take this on a powder brush and just tap over where I have a lot of concealer, and then just smooth along the rest of my face. Before using any shadow, I want to create a really nice blank canvas on my lid. So I'm going to use one of the matte color tattoos, and this is in the shade 250 Nude Pink. And I like taking this on my finger. It just seems like that's the easiest way to apply. The warmth of my finger seems just to help it spread a little bit easier. So I'm going to put most of the product down here on my lid, and then whatever's left, I'm going to blend all the way up underneath my brow. For eyeshadow, I'm going to use two of my favorite palettes. Both of these are from Sonia Kashuk, and they are both the Eye on Neutral palettes. I have it in the matte version and the shimmer. So I'm going to start and use a few of the matte shades, and then I'm going to use one of the shimmers just to really bring a lot of light to my inner corner and lid. So for the matte palette, I'm going to start and put a little bit of this lightest shade, number 1, which is just a matte kind of creamy white color. Put that underneath my brow, and then I'm going to go in with number 4, which is a little bit peachy, and put that through my crease. So I've hit pan on shadow number 1. I love this for both highlighting my brow bone, and I also wear it a lot of times all over my lid, and just use a darker color in the crease, and that's kind of like my go-to work look. So I'm going to press this right underneath my brow bone just for a very natural highlight. With a fluffy crease brush, I'm just going to dip the tip right into shadow number 4, tap off any excess, and I'm just going to lightly run this all through my crease. I'm actually using all of my favorite shadows from this palette today, and the other favorite of mine is number 7, which is a really warm brown, and I'm taking this on an even smaller crease brush, still pretty fluffy, and I've dipped in twice to this, and I'm just going to stamp it right here in my outside corner, create a little bit of depth, and then I'm going to lightly bring it up into my crease. Taking a little bit of that same shadow and running it down underneath my lower lash line. For my lid shade, I'm going to move into the shimmer palette, and these ones are not numbered, so I'm using the top left-hand corner, and this is just a very shimmery champagne, and I'm going to take this on a flat shadow brush. I'm going to press this all over my lid and into the inner corner just a little bit, and this is just going to make my eyes look a little bit more far apart, a little bit brighter too. So that's it for the eyeshadow, and then moving into eyeliner, I'm going to use a couple different eyeliners to achieve this look. And the first I'm going to go in with is the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner, and this is in the shade Intense Black, and this is a felt tip liner, and I'm just going to create a very thin basic line, and I'm going to do that by laying the felt tip against my lashes and then just making very small dash motions. Now I'm using my tiny little bit I have left of the Urban Decay Perversion Liner, and I'm just going to smudge this on top of the Stila just on this outside corner. And I'm going to try to build up quite a bit of product. That way I'll have a lot that I can smudge out with. With a little angled liner brush, I'm going to kind of manipulate the perversion liner to create a wing. And how I like to do that is just tip my head back a little bit and I can kind of see the angle that will work best for my eye shape. And then I'm just gonna start lightly flicking the perversion up. And then once I have this angle created, I can really start going in and smudging it out. What I like so much about laying down the liquid liner first is that no matter how smudgy I make the perversion, I'm never losing any black intensity closest to my lash line. And you could also easily do this wing part with a black powdered eyeshadow. I just find that on my lids that can kind of disappear throughout the day. So if I was wearing this for a party and I wanted to make sure it lasted all through the evening, I just think a pencil liner has a lot better lasting power on my eyes at least. So all that's left to do, I'm going to tight line my upper waterline with a black pencil, and I'm also going to put it just right here in the outer corner of my lower waterline as well, and add some black mascara to the upper and lower lashes. I really want all the focus to be on my eyes, so I'm going to keep my lips really simple today, and I'm going to do a little bit of a nude lip gloss combination. To start out, I'm going to use the Too Faced Perfect Lips Perfect Nude Lip Liner, and I'm going to outline my lips and fill them in. For gloss, I'm going to use my favorite nude lip gloss, and this is the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Tiramisu. This is what everything looks like put together, and I hope it was helpful to see some of my favorite products in action, as well as if you were looking for maybe a Christmas dinner or just a very casual party look to wear. And I think I will come back in my next video and show a little bit more of a glamorous, colorful party look. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.